to the Unwrapped Leader Podcast, where we get raw, real, and relevant in the new network marketing, where you can become a gifted leader in your business. My name is Dracy Dewar, and I am doing a solo all the way here from Australia. We are leading into episode 62, and today's topic is going to be what not to do after you've been to convention. Yes, convention. This is the time of the year where all of our fantastic companies in our network marketing industry, direct selling company, party plan, this is usually when the entire company comes together and holds an event. So it could be called convention, it may be conference, it may be just an annual business seminar. But the bottom line is everybody collectively is getting together to celebrate, to learn, to network, to do all the fantastic things to build your business. So I thought it would be a really great topic because I have some really great experiences and some really big impacts that convention has made for me over the years. And I just really wanted to talk about some things about what not to do, and as well as what you need to do, and give you some really great tips, especially in those first 48 to 72 hours. So again, I was talking about some conferences that have really made a difference in my life. And I like to come back to my very first one that I went to. 24 years old, had just started in the business, only 3 or 4 months. And I honestly really couldn't afford to go. I lived in Vancouver. Conference was all the way in Toronto. It was going to cost me $1,000, and never mind not being able to put food on the table, being a single mom on social assistance. My upline said to me, Dracy, if you can't afford to go, then you can't afford not to go. And it is like university for your business. And I don't know what it was that she said, but it was a light bulb. And I remember once I made the decision, I did whatever it took to go there. Even to the fact, I don't think I paid for my car insurance for those first couple of weeks. I did a garage sale. I just did whatever it took to get there, because I knew that once I was there, I was going to be able to immerse myself into those that were ahead of me doing what I wanted to be doing. So that was the first thing. But I remember what happened to me, and I love to call it a lollipop moment. It's a moment where something really sweet happens that I'll never forget for the rest of life. And that person doesn't even realize the impact that they've actually made on my life. I think Teisha and I even did an episode called The Lollipop Moment. I'll put it in the show notes. It's a great episode, but it definitely relates to us in the business, because we have so many sweet moments at convention that we will never forget for a lifetime, and the difference that you or we can make in other people's lives. But I do remember seeing some of the ladies on stage receiving these big, beautiful checks for like $5,000 or $4,000, diamond tennis bracelets, and just even hearing the stories. But I remember saying to myself, I'm going to be up there next year. I want to be whatever that was, that title that they had, the highest ranking leader. And I had no idea what it even was. But it was the fact that I made that statement to myself, and it set the stage for me and what I wanted to do in this business. They painted that picture, that vision, that picture that I wanted to do what they were doing, and I was prepared to do whatever it took to do it. And so that started me off of convention. But I realized that what happens at these conventions is the amount of energy that is there. Everybody collectively is on a high. Everybody's in a positive state. And the more people that are around in that energy, it just helps lift you up. It is so powerful and it's so potent. And that's why it is so important to go to these conventions. Well, needless to say, that story, 12 months later, I did attend my next convention, and I was on stage as the highest ranking leader. We had promoted out over 12 leaders in that 12 months. But here was me now getting the $5,000 check and the diamond tennis bracelet, and it has set my career up ever since. And I also had brought 12 people with me to that convention. And I became now that person that people were listening to and became the authority. And so every year after that, I have always made it a mission to make sure people did whatever it took to go to convention and why they should go. So I thought I'd set this up with number one, what are all the really great reasons why to go to convention? Well, we already know that the people that are going to be there already have success stories. So they get to share their knowledge as well as their education around the business, the products, the insights, the strategies, but most importantly, those success stories that give you the but they also give you new ideas and learning new techniques that also help you stay updated with the latest trends and developments in this business. So let's face it, this business is growing fast, it's ever changing, and this is the place you want to be. The second thing that you want and to get out of your convention is just the network marketing or the network opportunities that you have. Convention brings together people, like-minded people like yourself. And as I said, just that energy helps lift you up. And meeting new people in this industry is so powerful, especially across the country, getting to know people in different locations and areas, because now more than ever, collaboration is encouraged. And collaboration is a way to grow your audience. Collaboration is a way to help lift others up and give them authority, as well as giving yourself authority. But these events allow you to make those professional connections, as well as connections just to, again, be of support and help to you in growing your business. And again, the more people that are like-minded that you have in your circle, the more likely it is helping you to lift you up to levels of leadership like never before. The other thing you get out of convention is the actual inspiration and motivation. These sessions are so high energy. The success stories, as I said, give you so much encouragement. But the best part is hearing the obstacles and the objections people have had and how they got out of there. It allows you to relate, and being able to relate allows you to be inspired to set your goals to the next level and allow you to believe that you can do this. So number 4 is skill development. Conference is a really great place because they have the workshops, they have the training sessions, they have the interactive activities where you can actually enhance your skills. You have the opportunity, as I was saying, to network with other people. But as you're learning these skills and tools from other people, you can literally meet these people and be able to pick their brains, which I think is really fantastic. So these skill developments are in all areas of your business. It's on how to sell your product, how to recruit, how to build people towards leadership, and even on the personal development. And the nice thing is you are getting so much nuggets and skills and training, and the investment to go to a convention is usually very low, compared to other conventions that you pay outside of your companies. So I think they're definitely high value in there. The other thing you get, number 5, happens to be the exposure to new products and services that your company has to offer, which is amazing because let's face it, we know we are always so passionate about our products, and this is a place for the company to showcase those products, give you some new tools to help you in relation to your business so you can grow and discover new solutions or strategies. So definitely a fantastic place. And my favorite happens to be number 6 is just the personal growth. This is such a business focused sessions, but it's also a session that allows you to focus on your personal growth so you can be more brave, so you can be more confident, allow you to help enhance your own personal self-confidence as you cultivate a success attitude for yourself. This gives you the confidence and belief. And so the personal growth at these events are huge. And as well, let's not forget the team building and the recognition. Conference is such a fantastic place for recognition. It really breeds, positivity. It breeds allowing people to believe that they can go to that next level. Conference recognizes their top performers. It recognizes their consistent performers. It recognizes the newness, the hot shots, as well as the long shots that have been in it the long time that are still showing up. It allows you to believe that you can do it too. And so I highly encourage, if you've never been to a convention or a conference or even an event of any sort, make a plan to go to one. Zoom is great. It has a place and a space, but nothing replaces going to something live and really enjoying the energy and the enthusiasm of the people around. So I highly, highly recommend, if you have the willingness to learn and really want to implement the knowledge and the skills that is acquired to really succeed in this business, I want to encourage you to make the decision to go. And if you've just gone, well, then this next topic is going to even be better for you, because I know the great thing about going to convention not only puts you in the space of other people, but let's face it, especially those of us that have family life and commitments and responsibility, it's finally a place you can go just for you. It's finally a place that you can go to really Go deep inside yourself and become the better person that you want to become for you, for your family, as a mother, as a wife, as a husband. And so this is really the place to do that. And then what's also important is that it gives you the chance to have a break and to really reset and set yourself up for success. So I couldn't encourage it anymore. And I also want to highlight that top leaders in the company, they attend events like this and more. And so I'm saying, if you want to be a top in your business, there's absolutely want to be at one of these events. And if you're watching this and you've just come from the event, I really want to talk about now what not to do, because I know it's so important. You've been away for a few days from your family, and it's usually you get home and the first thing you got to do is engage with your family and be a part of your family. And sometimes all the life's things get all caught up, and everything you've learned and done and aspirations you've got from conference ends up being put on the back burner. So what happens is you end up neglecting your notes. You end up filing them away and forgetting about them and neglecting to review them and utilize the information that you've gathered from conference, and making less of an impact. And every day that goes by that you don't take action and you don't take the opportunity to review your notes is another day to procrastinate. So I highly recommend that number one thing you want to do is review your notes. It's important to take good notes, highlight, or even if you're taking notes just with highlights, that you go back and just make, what is your plan of attack? What is the things that you want to do, your takeaways from each speaker? What strategies and insights does resonate with you? Very important and very powerful that you take the time to really reflect on your notes from convention. All right. The number two thing you definitely don't want to do is procrastinate on the implementation. Is that the word I want to be doing? Implementation. That's it. The implementation. Avoiding this delays the strategy, delays the enthusiasm, and then allows you to procrastinate and diminish the momentum of the enthusiasm that you have. So I highly recommend, as number two, is prioritize your action. Identify the action that you want to take, the strategies that you want to implement for your business, and determine the ideas and the techniques that are in line with your goals that you have set for yourself to be the most important. Prioritize those actions and then create a plan to implement them. So number three is disregard the network marketing connections that you've made. So that all those connections that you made at the event, set a plan to actually follow up with some of the people that you've met. Start following, maybe you started following some new people, and go and see what actions they are taking, because you don't want these new relationships to fade away. Follow up with them, create a good discipline of follow-up for yourself so you can see what action and implementation they're taking. Be the inspiration of taking action. So again, the one thing you want to do is take that acquired knowledge and those ideas and put them into practice. Take a proactive step, implement those strategies and techniques that you've learned at conference, and have fun. Most importantly, have fun. So don't overlook the reflection and the evaluation of that you've had at your conference and the experience that you have. Don't neglect your goals. Sit there, set some goals, and start to track the progress. This is number one, is track your progress. And to do that is to set that 30, 60, 90-day goals of what you want to achieve and who you actually want to help in that. This, being able to track this, is going to give you not only the knowledge and inspiration that you've gained at a conference, but a whole new set of goals and strategies to make you want to go out and achieve what you've also put down for yourself, that you have visualized to see yourself in conference in the next year. So the other thing is don't underestimate the power of continual learning. You've gotten back from convention, your head is overloaded. Like I said, review those notes, prioritize those actions, put yourself implementing them, be very clear on what your goals are, set yourself up for tracking your progress, be engaged, but also make sure you are doing continual learning and that you're making sure that you have the support and the strategy in place for you. So again, I come back to the first 48 to 72 hours is imperative. So take the time to say, I'm going to put aside this hour a day or these 2 hours or whatever it is that you can afford to put aside. Make sure you do that so you can review and organize yourself and put your priorities. But the other thing I wanted to do is you also probably need to update your plan of attack so you can incorporate the new ideas that you got and the strategies that you've learned to create this new business plan. So that would probably be my biggest recommendation, is to get yourself straight away in plan, in place, taking action, being able to reach out to the contacts that you've put yourself on, who you want to reach out to, and as well as share your insights with your team. So if you've already created a team, you want to be able to share what you're doing, how you're doing it. And if you are new to the business, is go to your upline, make sure you share with them. Don't wait for anybody to come to you, you go to them. That's how important those first 48 hours are for you. So the other thing I want to say in closing to these key actions to take after your conference is to prioritize those few key areas and items. And so number one is to start with 1 or 2 actions. I know I've shared so much, but come down to, if you're going to do something straight away in the next 72 to 48 hours, is come out with 2 or 3 actions that you want to take. Clarify those goals, be very specific, break it down into smaller tasks, take the action that is needed, track your progress. And number 6, I wanted to share, is seek accountability and support. This can be with somebody that you met at convention, somebody that you're following that you think is doing the job or is aspiring to what you're aspiring to, or have achieved what you've wanted to achieve. Seek out them being a mentor, seek out the extra support. Maybe your upline is right there to be there to help you be accountable and support, but the importance is you need to get the support. Maybe you even need to hire somebody. Maybe you want to set up a free coaching call with me or Teisha on what to do after conference to help you be more accountable so you can become the gifted leader in your business that you are meant to be. But lastly, in closing, I really want to say, reflect and adjust. You come back so inspired after convention and you forget that everybody else is still in their day-to-day business and all you're doing is beaming all this enthusiasm. Don't let their dullness day shine you down. Continue to shine, continue to be focused, continue to reflect and adjust every single day on a weekly basis. Do a fix up, a checkup from the neck up so you can implement what needs to be implemented for you to achieve. I hope this has been very helpful for you. You've been able to take some tips and take some nuggets. I know this has made a difference in my life, in my career, in being a professional network marketing mentor, so I can help you become the gifted leader that you are meant to be. So thank you for joining us or joining me on this episode. If you've enjoyed this episode, please like it. If you have not subscribed to our channel, please subscribe. If you're listening on Spotify, please give us a 5-star. Most importantly, I'm going to put in the show notes the Lollipop Moment episode. And again, we'd love to hear from you. What have been your nuggets from going to convention? And we're here to support you. Thanks and have a great day.